It's been a challenge finding people that actually want to work. Um, if you have great people on a team, I mean, the saying is, just surround yourself with great people. And that's
Hmm.
so true, especially on a team, because a lot of people come on a team or they just get their license and be a solo agent. They don't even have to join a team. They think they're just opening doors and all these leads are coming in and everything's great. It's not that way. You gotta bust your butt. So a lot of people that go on teams think we're just handing them golden tickets all day long. Hey, go unlock this door for this person and write up the contract.
Yeah.
So that's been the biggest challenge because my work ethic is up there high, just brought up that way. Same with my brother, my mom, dad just hustled in life, and it's hard to find people like-minded.
Hmm.
I've struggled with agents on the team. Um, it's
Yeah.
hard to find people that just can work those leads too. You spend so much money on them. If they're not being converted, it's like driving down the highway, just throwing cash out the window. It's, nothing. That
Yep.
part's tough, real
Yeah.
tough.
Well, one of the things that helped me um, in the last probably 2 months, 2 or 3 months ago, and a lot of leaders struggle with this, right? It's like because we know what the industry can do for us
Yeah,
and what it has done for us, and we know what it can do for the agents on our team, and we see the potential because we know I would say real estate's it's simple, it's easy, but it's hard, right? It's easy and here's what to focus on every single day. It's hard in doing that every single day because the things that we have to do to generate the business are not fun, right? Like prospecting and lead generation are not fun activities. Um, so real estate's simple. So we know what the agents have to do. But one thing that has helped me with my mindset, and maybe it'll help you or anyone else that's listening as a leader, is you have to be comfortable when you put your head down at night, knowing that you gave your agents the option to be successful. Because you're never, and this is what John Cheplack, who you may know, John Cheplack said, as a leader, you're never going to make your agent more productive. You're never going to get them from 10 transactions to 20 transactions. They are going to do that. As a leader, you have to make sure though that you give them the option every day, the choice to decide whether or not they want to do that or not. And that has helped me a lot because I know, and we have agents that leave our team, and we have agents that don't sell, homes on our team, but I know deep down that they have every tool and everything, every person, every system, every opportunity for them to go and sell as many homes as they want to sell. And it's not my fault that they're not. So maybe that helps you and maybe it helps another leader out there because it is a struggle for us as leaders because we know how great this business is when it's done the
yeah,
right way.
yeah. That's dead on what you just said. Because I know the tools are there. Someone on a team, if they're new, if they're seasoned, doesn't matter. They tell you what you want to hear during the interview. If you want to, bring them onto the team, they get on the team. Our technology is awesome, just like yours. And you get after it, I get after it. I'm very confident everything I've given that person is 100%, maybe 99%. I'm sure there's always room for improvement, but you're right. You can't force them work ethic.
Yep.
You can't force them to make the calls. You can't force them to, chase these leads until they actually pick up the phone. And it is hard. And I'm glad you said that because over the years, I'm like, man, I just stink. It's my fault. But a while ago, a year or so ago, I was like, it's not my fault. It's up to them if they want this. If someone has all the free time in the world, say on a Monday, there's a business planning, seminar or something like that. Get your numbers in line for next year. If people on the team don't show up, there's no drive there. If you're not working or doing anything. You have all the free time in the world on one day during this business planning event, and you don't show up. That tells me right there you don't have the drive for this.
Hmm.
So that was a big wake up call too.
Yeah.
You just can't force them.
Yeah.
They're either going to want it or they don't.
And that's where it's the people that say hire slow, fire fast, I think's wrong is wrong in our industry. To me, and this is what we do, we hire fast and we let them die slow. because like what you said was, and it's the truth, right? But what you said was, um, they always say the right things during the interview, but you don't know until it's time to put the action in. And I always tell team leaders this. I always say, look, it's like a tenant. You go, application looks great. They have the income. They're showing money in the bank account. 3 months in, they decide to stop paying rent. 4 months in, no rent, right? Like, same thing with real estate agents. Hey, sure, come on to my team. Here's all of our systems. Start calling these leads. And I know in 30 days whether or not they're probably going to sell a couple homes or no homes or a lot of homes.
Easily 30
based
days.
on, yeah, based by the action. So the whole, in our industry, I think hire slow, fire fast is wrong, because by the time you're still trying to find that one person,
Yeah.
I've said yes to 10, and I might have 5 people that are going to be selling some homes in some capacity, right? And you're still trying to find the one, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I remember when Aaron and I came over to your office and sat down with Ryan, and then you joined us later. And the huge takeaway I think about to this day, so is Aaron, is we asked Ryan if he hires part-time people. He's like, yeah, why not? And we were just so blown away, because he was saying, if they don't sell anything, that agent's not really cost me much money.
mm-hmm.
They'll die off on their own. They'll leave on their own. I'm not going to say, you're off the team. They'll eventually just move on. So if they're going to produce, they're going to produce. If they're not, no big deal. I've got all these other hires coming on. So I get it. You're right. Hire them fast, which I do. And honestly, people just weed themselves out if it's not going to work.